Hi, my name is Lynn Porter. This short film is about an issue that we will all have to face at some point in life. Lemons. If you have a few moments to spend with me, I'd like to share some homemade lemonade with you, and I hope you find it refreshing. I guess my life has always involved sorting lemons in one way or another, sometimes my own and other times other people's lemons. Lemons do come in all different shapes and sizes. My background is as a teacher for special needs and challenging behaviours, so there was always plenty of opportunities to shift lemons. The sweetest taste in life was always when I could see a young person do things differently, with better outcomes for all concerned. Behaviours cannot be controlled if the reasons behind the behaviours aren't understood. For the last 20 years, I have put all those positive experiences together into a program called HET, Holistic Educational Therapy. The program was highly successful, achieving many awards, commendations and accolades over the years. But I don't measure success by pounds in the bank. It's weighed against the outcomes for those who participated within the program, whose life situations had been soured. Their success saw them getting a new taste for life. Then, as it does, life threw a couple of large lemons at me. As a baby boomer, alongside many other women born in the 50s, the government took away my right to a pension, and even as I write this, I still do not know when I'll be able to retire or how much pension I should have. I had built my own business, though, with a wonderful team who helped me deliver HET. This was a success story that was meant to be my pension. In 2015, a dear friend and colleague who worked on my team had a stroke and was hospitalised for some months. He was eventually discharged, but options were very limited. He was registered disabled and unable to maintain independent living. I gave up my business, my home was adapted to meet his needs, and I then became a full-time carer. The lemons kept on coming for both of us. For Alan, an ex-Olympic coach, he taught PE, ran half marathons, went running every day and played golf at least once a week. He had worked with me in establishing a HET holistic coaching program for families. Now confined to a wheelchair in order to get around, there's a huge shift in his lifestyle. For me, giving up my business, being unable to travel out and about, working with schools, establishing special needs centres, and not being able to earn an income was challenging. So, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Here's my recipe. Take the best of what you and the life process have shared together over the years, for it has been maturing within you, like a fine brandy in a cask of oak. Celebrate the situation you are in, as it gives you the opportunity to grow, to evolve. It takes you out of the place of life passing you by to the place where you understand where your life is going. It gives you new direction, new impetus, and in my case, an Indian summer. Taking stock of my career and how it defined who I am, I set up a new business from home. This is where I could work from my studio and yet still be there for Alan. I built on my skill set as a teacher, artist, photographer, writer and therapist. I took an aspect of the HET program that I developed over many years, called Pat's Garden, and that's a story within itself, and rebranded the whole concept. Originally designed to help understand the way children see their life when they are unable to express the issues that challenge and block them, the concept evolved to working with the lost inner child within us all. The therapeutic support now incorporated into the jewellery, the crafts and art cards that I design, each piece individually created for the people who draw up Pat's Garden to define their very own lifescape. Alan always loved art, and in between a demanding athletic schedule, he would likely be exploding an unsuspecting canvas under cadmium yellow acrylic paint in anticipation of what might emerge. From those early days of stroke recovery in hospital, we would work together through art therapy, as he gradually found himself again, through mark making on paper, to now reproducing emotionally enriched memories of his regular runs along a local towpath in pencil and crayon sketches. Together we set up an arts and crafts group at the neuro rehabilitation department of the local hospital where he had stayed. Here we discovered how much the participants enjoyed creating their own projects, and the self-esteem, pride and confidence alongside feel-good factor that they found through creative collaboration. Now, funding, of course, soon becomes an endangered species in an economic climate of ever-diminishing resources and ever-increasing demands. Now virtually extinct, it is time once more to think outside the box, and that always starts with making more lemonade. As we met more people through the arts and crafts group, patients and carers, we saw reflections of ourselves, valuable yet vulnerable members of our community, and carers feeling uncared for by a system they used to care about. They needed opportunities to come together in powerful and productive ways to earn income from home, find themselves again, redefine who they were, and evolve into who they would become. Pat's Garden became a life garden tool of choice. By running Pat's Garden workshops, we generate funding for the group's sustainability. We earn income by creating a cottage industry designing bespoke lifescaping jewellery, commissions, crafts and art cards. The group can sell their creative outcomes with pride in order to generate the resources needed for running the groups. Today, I'm enjoying a refreshing glass of lemonade iced with lemon. I look outside my window and marvel at spring birds in the garden. The metaphor for birds in Pat's Garden is life's opportunities. The metaphor for spring is new beginnings. As the new year dawns, I now understand that through being a caged bird, I found true freedom. I found that freedom through creative expression of my life's work, and now I see that reflected back to me in those with whom I have the privilege to share with. There are times when doors of the mind appear firmly locked, when flights of fancy no longer experience the soaring of joy, as the wind beneath our wings fails to raise us high above the situations we face. Keys to the kingdom of freedom are only found within the deep recesses of resilience. To find them, we do not need to look to another jailer to free us. We look within ourselves to untap the flow of creative expression within. It's when we discover that place where we are engaged within our personal moments of inner design that time itself stands still. There resides the place where no bars, no walls, no doors, no locks, no jailers exist. Only the pure bliss of freedom.